Hey guys, what's up? Just realized I did a really bad job on that last video, so I'm gonna have a second attempt at this here. So I'm talking about this Schumacher SC 1400 model number um, battery charger and jump starter. So there's many different models of these, as well as other similar type machines. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is, do not get one that's like 100 or 200 amp, and you want something more than that. If you're going to spend the money to buy one of these, go ahead and get one that's over 200 amps. This one is rated at 300 cranking amps, and it shows you right here. That's the maximum amperage that it's rated at. And the reason I say that is because if you look at your battery, it'll say something like this one's a 625 cold cranking amp battery. So if you think about that, if your typical battery is, let's say, 600 cranking amps, 300 is obviously only half of that. So um, when you're trying to start a piece of equipment and you're going to try to do it with 200 or 150 cranking amps, it's not going to be enough. It really isn't. So just do yourself a favor, spend the extra, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, whatever it costs to get that, little bit um, more powerful device. Anyway, so my review on this machine is that I am not impressed with the initial quality. Um, Little things like the wheels that it came with, really poorly done, very cheap. So the machine works, but the initial build quality I am not impressed with. Let's put it that way. Um, I don't. I know that's kind of like not really its core function, but I just figure that you know they could have built it a little better. I mean, this is meant to be kind of used and abused, around a farm or something. So I have a feeling the handles and the wheels are going to break off pretty soon on this device. Okay, so anyway, so I'm going to kind of demonstrate how it works. So I'm going to hook this up to the battery, right, and I'll show you how it works. Also, they have manual versions of these where they're non-digital. That's my other kind of complaint. I'm not really a fan of this digital display. It feels also very, very cheaply made. It's very cheaply made. So I'm going to turn it here and onto this on position. So you can turn it on to the right or turn it on to the left. The left side is for jump starting. The right side is for charging. So it'll tell you what the battery voltage is, right? So it's telling me it's got 12.6 volts, and it's on this setting here where it says 6 amps. It'll say standard battery, AGM battery, or gel battery. And so you can select if it's an AGM or a gel or a standard lead acid. Now, I don't know what it does differently, but whatever, right? Let's see, if you push this button here, this, I believe, can test your alternator, possibly. I'm not sure. But that doesn't do anything. And then you can change this mode from 6 amp to 60 amps, and then back to 6 amps. So this is basically going to like trickle charge, slow charge it. And then if this was in the car and you want to crank, you want to jump start your car, you turn it to the left, and it's giving you the full 300 amps available to you to that battery. So I'm going to switch it back to the battery charging position. So anyway, something you may consider getting. The reason I got this is because if something is dead out in the field, I'm going to take a portable generator with me and this machine and try to get it started, because it's either that or take 1 or 2 brand new batteries out in the field and get something started. And so I figured this would be something that would be a tool that I probably don't use too often, but the time that you need it, it's worth the money. You know, it's nice to have a battery charger that is more than just a trickle charger, because I have several battery maintainers, and I will say the battery maintainers work really good. You know, those real small units, and they will charge a battery like this fully in probably, I don't know, 10 hours, 8 hours, something like that. But this is something really nice for just time factor, right? So anyway, hope you found it was helpful. This machine is $250, something like that. There are other brands available. I know it's not something that everybody will need, but I figured I was going to go ahead and get it. You know, if you have like a tractor or something like that, or any sort of equipment, I think it's worth the money. Anyway, see ya.